Good morning, beautiful people. Dramageddon going on. Let me explain. My husband has two cats, a Bengal mix and a Himalayan. Well, the Bengal, I expect him to always be up to something, starting something. Well, last night, he decided he was going to jump up on the kitchen counters and get into the pecan pie. Oh, he had a field day with that pie crust. So I quickly got him up off the counter. A couple of hours later, he got up into one of the cabinets. Then, when I woke up this morning, I emailed a family member. I'm telling her all about this and everything, and I was like, oh, the Himalayan's real good. He's such a sweetie. Not a problem. I had hexed that one. Well, my cattle dog was up in her kennel. My husband has a Cairn Terrier. He's 18. He's almost 19. About 4 more months. So he was really hyper this morning, bouncing around. And went over there to my cattle dog's kennel. I had my hand up on the latch to let her out. Well, I saw him bouncing around. The Himalayan, he was up in the window. I can tell that he didn't like all that hyperactivity from my husband's dog. He had jumped down from the window. I'm like, oh boy. Well, by the time I had turned around to try to stop it before it got to that point, my hand had pulled up on the kennel. I ended up letting my dog out. My brother has a dog. She'll be 16, going on 17 next May. She can't hear a thing. Poor little baby is just deaf. So, she is standing by the area where my husband's dog and cat were. She had nothing to do with what was going on. Well, all of a sudden, there goes my husband's dog and the Himalayan cat. They were going at it. My brother's dog was a little too close to where the dog fight was happening. Not dog fight, but the fight was happening. My cattle dog, thinking that my brother's dog was involved, went after her. I'm like, oh good Lord. So I had to pull my dog off, get her to lay down. Then I had to go check up on my brother's dog. She's fine. Not a mark up on her. Well, I'm thinking, okay, the fight's over with and everything. My brother's dog takes off. She goes up in the bathroom. She's laying on the mat. Like, I'm not going back up there. No. I'll just lay up on the bath mat and stay warm. Little did I know, it's not over with. Well, I have a cattle dog. She decided that she was going to do what she does. It didn't work out too well. Before I know it, there goes the fight again. My dog had chased my husband's cat all the way up into the kitchen, had him pinned in the corner by the cabinet in the refrigerator. Had him pinned there. Of course, he's fighting. Well, that just ticked her off, and she thought that she was going to go after him to try to keep him up in the corner. Well, just then, my husband's dog, the Cairn Terrier, jumps up in the mix again. Well, I had to call my dog off. She didn't like that when I told her away and down. Well, she didn't want to, but she did. By then, my husband's Himalayan is sitting up in the kitchen chair looking like, oh, I'll get you. I'll get you. By then, my husband's done with his shower, comes up out of the shower saying, what the hell is going on? And da. I explained to him what happened. Just then, his Himalayan jumps off of the chair, walks over there towards my husband. Happened all over again. And I told him, I said, watch out, it's fixing to happen, it's fixing to happen. Bam! It happened. My dog, the cattle dog, thought she was going to herd him into the corner where my husband was standing. Well, that didn't work out too good. My husband and I were breaking that one up. Then his cat, because I decided I was going to put up this little gate that we have from the living room to the kitchen area, so that way my brother's dog, because like I said, she can't hear. She's deaf. So I didn't want her accidentally walking in and my cattle dog thinking that she had something to do with it and try to go after her. So my husband's Himalayan jumped over the gate, got into the other room, and I was like, oh, okay. Everything is settled. Get my dogs to sell, my dog, my cattle dog, and his Cairn Terrier to settle down. Then the Bengal, my husband's Bengal mix, decided that he was going to go after the Himalayan. I told my husband, I said, they're fixing to do it again. So my husband peeked around the corner and saw him. He quickly put a stop to that before it could actually start. By then, the Himalayan had ran up under the sofa. He's going to be raging all day. He's going to be purposely trying to start a fight. I ain't going to the gym today. I'm going to see it's going to be one of those days today. Y'all come back now, you hear